they started asking questions. It would have been easy to ignore the questions, but I thought, no, if they're going to learn about these things, I want it to be in the right way. When we got in the house, I had them sit on the couch, and I told them everything. It was a great conversation, and I'm so glad I did it. Now, admittedly, it wasn't very hard for me to do because for many years I have helped to produce and host some of the most used puberty teaching materials in schools. Here, look at this computer. Some of them include, I want my kids to feel comfortable in the knowledge of these topics, and in all sincerity, I want the same for you. In today's world, we are bombarded with messages and images and music of adult things, and in my opinion, way too early. But if you have an early understanding of these topics and your questions are answered, it helps to take away the mystery so you can enter the world more confident. Or have what is commonly called a period. And finally, you'll find your emotions and feelings will begin to change. I'll explain these in more detail as we work through the program. But for now, let's start with one that I am always asked about, acne.
I first started off with pimples, and I had a very bad acne problem.
It really hasn't been a huge problem. Like, I mean, sometimes I get pimples and stuff, but like, I don't have a major problem with it. Actually, like, it wasn't a big problem, but I do like break out every now and then. Like, I did break out.
I have face breakouts. I never did, but now I do. If you didn't notice on my chin, I never had problems with zits, and all of a sudden I did. It might be because I switched makeup. I guess, genes. I never had like any problems with my skin or anything like that. I guess I was just lucky.
For like our skin and deodorant, there's all these different products, and is there certain ones that are better for you? Like for clean your face with and for like pimples and stuff? Is there certain product?
Basically, what you would like to stick with is that word basic. You want products that are pretty simple. And generally, regular soap products that are mild. You know, you don't go into something that says astringent or a big scrubby thing with little kernels of scrubby stuff in it, unless you check with a doctor or whoever healthcare clinic that you go to. So it's simple products like soap and water.
Here's what's happening. Now, on your face, there are tiny pores and oil glands, and during puberty, they become active. They produce something called sebum, the oil. The oil can clog a pore in your skin, and that causes a blackhead. Is the uterus in green. That is connected to the fallopian tubes, colored purple here. On the end of those are your ovaries, shown in red. All of these are involved in the process of menstruating or having your period. So now let's take a closer look at what's happening inside your body when you are menstruating or having your period. The lining of the woman's uterus grows a soft webbing, like a velvety lining of tiny blood vessels. This lining is created to hold and feed a developing baby if a woman gets pregnant.
For every person, I know people that have started as young as 9, and I know people that have started as old as 17. It just, when your body's ready, it will start.
Questions?
What if a girl has a period early?
What do you mean by early?
Right.
Like she's very young? Like she might be 8? Girls as young as 8 have had periods. Yes.
Well, when I started, it just kind of like came up. Like, it was just like, I didn't even know it was going to happen, and I came home and it was just there. And then I didn't really know what to think, because I was like, oh my god, like, wow, what is that? And so like, I told my mom or whatever, and she got like the good little products that I needed and everything. It was like an exciting time, all at the same time like a scary time. Like, I was like, oh, what is this? But then like at the same time I was like, ah, I'm growing up.
What usually happens is that little nest isn't needed, and it flows away in what's called menses or menstruation, and that's why a woman uses a pad.